play railway adventures, first attach the playset to your keyboard. Make sure that the key lines are shown. To keep the playset in place, please attach the strap.
Please pull the red throttle to pick a number, then pull Thomas's whistle. Now push the red throttle to pick a letter. Use the green action lever to move on to the next letter. When you've finished your name, pull Thomas's whistle. When you see the right letter, move the green action lever to go on to the next one. When your name... Are you awake, Toby?
Yes, Thomas, I am. I wonder what job the Fat Controller will have for us today, Thomas.
I don't know, Toby, but I can't wait to see what adventures we'll have. Hello there. Welcome to my office. Please come in. Are you here to help Thomas and his friends to be really useful? I'm so glad that you've come to help. There's so much to do. First, you must learn how to drive Thomas. Let's go to the orchard where Thomas is waiting to begin. Do you want to learn how to drive Thomas? Yes, I want to learn. When you've learned to drive Thomas, you can help him to be a really useful engine, and you'll be able to drive him all over the island of Sodor. Oh, please learn to drive me. I like exploring the island and having adventures. First, let's see what this red lever does. It's called the throttle. When you push the throttle like this, Thomas moves forwards. When you pull the throttle straight up like this, Thomas stops. If you pull it towards you like this, Thomas moves backward. Now it's your turn. Drive Thomas forward and stop at this signal. Hooray! I think you're going to be a very good driver. Now try driving Thomas backward. Just pull the throttle and drive him all the way back to the signal. Hooray! Now you can drive me forwards and backwards. We'll soon be able to start our adventure. Oh dear, the ducks have flown onto the track. Thomas doesn't want to hurt the ducks, but he can make them fly away. This is Thomas's whistle. We need to get rid of those ducks. Try pulling the yellow lever to blow Thomas's whistle. Splendid. Now drive Thomas over the bridge and up the track as far as the signal. Hooray! The ducks have gone. When you want Thomas to drive on a different track, you'll have to change the points. The green action lever changes the points so you can choose the right track for Thomas to drive on. That's good. The points have changed and now you can drive me to the troublesome truck. Well done. Now pull the whistle and Thomas will couple up the troublesome truck. That's right. Now I can pull the troublesome truck. Look, here's Trevor.
Hello, Thomas. Come over here and talk to me.
Why not drive Thomas into the siding close to Trevor?
What a good driver you have, Thomas.
Hello, Trevor. What are you doing here?
Nothing. I'm enjoying this lovely sunny day.
Well, I'm going to have a busy day, Trevor. I'm sure I'll have lots of adventures with my new driver. If you're not sure how to do it, press the Thomas button like this and Thomas will help. Yes, press the Thomas button any time you want me to speak to you. I'll always have something to say and I'll try to help you if I can. Pull the red throttle to drive me backwards, please. Well done. Please push the red throttle to drive me right up to the signal. You're going to be an excellent driver. Please pull the red throttle to drive me over the bridge. Splendid. You're nearly ready to help Thomas to be a really useful engine, but I think you'd better leave the troublesome truck here in the siding, don't you? Pull Thomas's whistle and he'll uncouple the truck. You're a first-class driver. You can stay here and practice driving Thomas if you'd like to. But when you're ready, drive Thomas right past this signal so that you and Thomas can be really useful on the island of Sodor. Now that you have learned how to drive Thomas, we can start work at the engine sheds. If you want to stop playing, look for a red flag like this to bring you back there. Hello, Thomas. There are lots of jobs to do on the island today and I really need your help. I like to be busy, sir, and so does my driver. We can start work straight away, sir. Thomas is waiting on the turntable. You can move the turntable left or right with your action lever. Move the turntable to choose what you would like to do. Use the green action lever to move the turntable and listen to the Fat Controller. Pick a railway adventure, then drive into the tunnel. Drive Thomas this way if you'd like to go to my office to print pictures and certificates. Take important supplies to the airport. The lost mail truck. The landslide. Bertie needs help. Drive around the island. Drive around the island. Stop driving Thomas. Drive. Bertie needs help. Bertie's broken down and I need a really useful engine to help out. You can collect his passengers at Brendam, the harbour station. Harbour Station, we're here, and there are Annie and Clarabelle waiting for us.
Here comes Thomas! Here comes Thomas! Here comes Thomas! Here comes Thomas!
Whistle to couple up Annie and Clarabelle, please. Hooray! Now we can drive up to the platform and pick up the passengers. Now where are all Bertie's passengers? I'd better blow my whistle to tell them we're ready.
Blow your whistle, Thomas.
I'm sorry Bertie has a flat tyre.
Poor Bertie. Poor Bertie.
The passengers are coming to buy their train tickets.
Hello there. This is the ticket office. Would you please help me give the passengers the right tickets? Yes, madam. Which station would you like to go to?
Elsbridge, the airport station, please. 2.
Just right. The passengers going to Elsbridge, the airport station. Push the red throttle to print a ticket. Here you are. 2 tickets to Elsbridge, the airport station. That way, please. Good morning, sir. Where would you like to go?
Well, let's see. A ticket to the town, please. Wellsworth Station.
That's right, Wellsworth, the town station. Now could you push the red one to Wellsworth, the town station? That way, please. Yes, madam. Which station would you like to go to?
Good morning. I'd like 2 tickets to Wellsworth, the town station, please.
That's right, Wellsworth, the town station. Now could you push the red throttle to print a ticket, please? We need 2 tickets to Wellsworth, the town station. That way, please. Good morning. Where are you travelling to today, madam?
Good morning to you. 2 to the town, please. That's Wellsworth Station.
That's right, Wellsworth, the town station. Now could you push the red throttle to print 2 tickets to Wellsworth, the town station? That way, please. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Good morning. A ticket to Elsbridge, the airport station, please.
Just right. The passengers going to Elsbridge, the airport station. Push Elsbridge, the airport station. 1 ticket. That way, please. Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I need a ticket for Elsbridge Station, please. I'm flying from the airport this morning.
Just right. The passengers going to Elsbridge, the airport station. Push the red Elsbridge, the airport station. 1 ticket. That way, please. That's the last passenger. All aboard.
Here are the passengers boarding Annie and Clarabelle.
I hope we have some nice passengers. Oh, so do I.
Now everyone's on board, just pull my whistle and then we can go. Change the points here if you want us to race Bertie. I'm glad that we were able to help Bertie. Bertie's passengers wanted to go on the bus, but I'm sure they will enjoy travelling with us. I hope the Fat Controller thinks that I'm a very useful engine. I hope the Fat Controller thinks that I'm a very useful engine. Annie and Clarabelle like carrying passengers. Annie and Clarabelle like carrying passengers. I'm glad that we were able to help Bertie. I think rails are much better than roads, but Bertie doesn't agree. I'm glad that we were able to help Bertie. I hope the Fat Controller thinks that I'm a very useful engine. Bertie's passengers wanted to go on the bus, but I'm sure they will enjoy travelling with us. This is Wellsworth, the town station. Stop and pull the whistle and wait for the passengers to get out. Just one more station to go. It's Elsbridge, the airport station, next. This junction goes to the mailbag snag game. Bertie's passengers wanted to go on the bus, but I'm sure they will enjoy travelling with us. Bertie's passengers wanted to go on the bus, but I'm sure they will enjoy travelling with us. I think rails are much better than roads, but Bertie doesn't agree. What a busy day we're having. Bertie's passengers wanted to go on the bus, but I'm sure they will enjoy travelling with us. I'm glad that we were able to help Bertie. Annie and Clarabelle like carrying passengers. Bertie's passengers want to Elsbridge, the airport station. I'm sure there are some passengers who want to get out here. Annie and Clarabelle have helped a lot, carrying all those passengers. I'm so pleased that we were able to finish the job.
I always like driving my passengers around the island, but I couldn't drive at all today. I'm very glad that you came to help out when I broke down, Thomas.
I'm glad you think so, Bertie. Even big red buses sometimes need help from a little engine like me. Annie and Clarabelle enjoyed taking the passengers to the right stations, and so did I. I'm sure there'll be another job for us to do when we get back to the engine sheds. It's a good thing you were able to help Thomas to take Bertie's passengers to the right stations. What would they have done without you? I'll put your passenger carrying certificate on the wall in my office. Thomas is on the turntable. You can move the help to repair the landslide. There's been a landslide at the mountain station Culdee Fell. The railway track's broken, so Percy can't deliver the coal. Harold and Toby need your help to rebuild the track. Here we are at Culdee Fell. But where's the landslide? Perhaps we'd better go into the sidings. I'm repairing the viaduct, Thomas, but I need a little engine like you to fetch and carry for me. Just tell me what to do. I'll be glad to help. Can you see Toby waiting in the siding? Yes, I can see him. Hello, Toby.
Hello, Thomas. I've brought one of the troublesome trucks and it's full of stones. Could you drive over here and blow your whistle?
Keep going, Thomas. We'll soon have the track mended. Yes, Harold. The sooner we repair it, the sooner Percy can deliver the coal. I'm ready, Thomas. Just whistle and I'll start lifting the stones.
I'm surprised the Fat Controller didn't send a bigger engine than you, Thomas.
He knows that I'm a really useful engine, Percy. And I work as hard as the bigger engines do. I'm ready to unload the stones as soon as you get to the top of the mountain. I hope so, Harold. This troublesome truck is very heavy. You must be very strong, Thomas, pulling such a heavy truck with all those stones. Yes, Harold, but I couldn't lift the stones like you do. This landslide did a lot of damage, Thomas. Yes, Harold, but you're working very fast. I'm sure the track will soon be fixed again.
Harold works very hard, doesn't he, Thomas?
That looks like hard work, Thomas. It is, Harold. The stones are heavy and the troublesome truck doesn't like carrying them.
Can you manage the job, Thomas? Or do you need my help?
No, thank you, Percy. I think we're doing very well.
Harold works very hard, doesn't he, Thomas?
You'll soon have those stones up the mountain, Thomas. It's hard work, Harold, for me and the troublesome.
Thomas, what's wrong?
Oh dear, I can't go up the mountain again until I have more water. You'd better go to the water tower then. You're right, Toby. You'll soon have those stones up the mountain, Thomas. It's hard work, Harold, for me and the troublesome truck. These stones are very heavy to lift, Thomas, even for a big, strong helicopter like me. Yes, they are, Harold. No wonder the troublesome truck is tired.
Harold works very hard, doesn't he, Thomas? I really do want to deliver all this coal, Thomas.
Just wait a little bit longer, Percy. The track will be repaired very soon. You won't be able to climb the mountain if there isn't enough water in your tank, Thomas. That's right, Harold, but I'm sure my driver will take me to the water tower if I'm running short of water. That looks like hard work, Thomas. It is, Harold. The stones are heavy and the troublesome truck doesn't like carrying them.
Ready to fill up with water, Thomas?
Yes, Percy. I'm waiting for my driver to use the action lever to fill my tank, and then I can go on working.
I'm surprised the Fat Controller didn't send a bigger engine than you, Thomas.
We're doing a great job, Thomas. All the stones are in place. What do we have to do next, Harold? Bring the pieces of track for me, Thomas, so I can lay them over the stones. The track's kept in the sidings. I'll follow Toby.
Thomas, what a surprise! What are you doing here?
I'm helping Harold at the landslide, Cranky, and he's asked me to bring some pieces of track to repair the railway.
Well, I'm very busy, Thomas, but I suppose I can find time to load the track. Where's your flatbed? It's a good thing I'm here, Thomas. You couldn't do this by yourself.
I'm very happy to have your help, Cranky. Thank you.
It's a good thing I'm here, Thomas. You couldn't do this by yourself.
I'm very happy to have your help, Cranky. Thank you.
You're a very small engine, Thomas. Are you sure you can manage a big job like this?
I'm not doing it all by myself, Cranky. I'm sure that Toby, Harold and James and I will get the railway working again. With your help, of course.
It's a good thing I'm here, Thomas. You couldn't do this by yourself.
I'm very happy to have your help, Cranky. Thank you. I'm very pleased you're back, Thomas. I see you've brought some pieces of track for me to fit. Yes, Harold. Cranky helped me to load them onto the flatbed. That's good. Can you bring the flatbeds up here for me?
Thomas, you can only take one flatbed up the hill, you know.
All right. You keep the others and bring them to me when I'm ready. Harold wants me to bring some pieces of track so he can repair the rails for Percy. Perhaps I'd better get a flatbed and ask Cranky to load some track on it. I can fit the next part of the track as soon as you can bring it to me, Thomas. I'm on my way, Harold.
Are you waiting for water, Thomas?
Yes, I am, Percy. Pushing the action lever from side to side fills me up, and the water gauge tells my driver when my tank's full. It's a long job, isn't it, Thomas? Yes, Harold. But you're working very fast. I'm sure we'll soon repair the railway. These pieces of track aren't as heavy as the stones, are they, Thomas? No, but we still need you to lift them into place, Harold.
I'm glad the job's finished at last. I want to go home now, Thomas.
We can all go home soon, James, but let's say goodbye to Percy first. His job has only just started.
Yes, I still have to deliver all this coal, and I'm leaving right now.
Goodbye, Percy. Have a safe journey. Use the red throttle to drive me right up to the flat. Well, Thomas, you're only a little engine, but you did a great job after the landslide. Thank you, Harold. I'm glad the Fat Controller sent me to help you. It was hard repairing that landslide. I wonder what my next job will be. Splendid. The track's been repaired and Bertie's on his way to deliver the coal. Harold couldn't have done the job without your help. Your landslide certificate's on the wall in my office. Thomas is on the turntable. They'll take important supplies to the airport. There are important supplies to deliver at the airport near Elsbridge Station. You could go there to find out how you can help. Hooray! We're at Elsbridge Station. Everybody will be waiting for us in the sidings.
Hello, Thomas. I'm very pleased you're here.
Anything I can do to help you, Caroline?
My engine's not working very well, Thomas. I think the mechanic should take a look.
Just wait there, Caroline. I'll bring him here as quickly as I can. I wonder if anybody else needs help.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Bertie. I'm going to the harbour. Is there anything I can get for you?
Yes, Thomas. There's an important letter in the mail truck, and I have to deliver it straight away. Could you bring the mail truck here for me, please?
Of course, Bertie. You see, we engines can be very useful, even though we run on rails and not on the road. Hello, Thomas. What a good thing you're here. Is there anything I can do to help you, Harold? I'm waiting for the mail truck, Thomas. Please go to Brendan for it. There's a good chap. I'll bring it as fast as I can. Change the points to tell me which way to go, to Wellsworth Station or Culdefell Station. Stop and change the points if you want me to go to the town, Wellsworth Station. Stop and change the points if you want me to go to the town, Wellsworth Station. We must do our very best to bring everything from Brendam Station by the harbour. If we bring all the supplies from the harbour station, we'll be really useful. There's the mechanic. Pull the whistle and he'll climb aboard. Now what do I need? A mail truck for Harold. Mail truck for Harold. Is there anything else we should collect? That's a mail truck for Bertie. Change the points here if you want us to race Bertie. There's the junction to Wellsworth Station or to the engine sheds. Change the points to tell me which way to go. Stop and change the points if you want me to go to the town, Wellsworth Station. We're coming to the Wellsworth Station junction. We're coming to a junction. It goes to Elsbridge, the airport station. You're a first-class driver. Hooray! We're at Elsbridge Station. Everybody will be waiting for us in the sidings. Thomas, you're back again. I'm very pleased to see you. I hope this is exactly what you wanted, Harold.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. I'm so pleased you were able to help. Perhaps rails are sometimes as useful as roads.
Yes, they are, Bertie.
Thomas, you're such a helpful engine. Thank you so much.
I'm glad I was able to help, Caroline.
Thank you for your help, Thomas. Now I can get on my way. The Fat Controller has given me a lot of work today.
There's so much to do on the island, I'm sure we'll both have a busy day. Goodbye, Percy. Our friends at the airport kept us very busy. We'd better go straight back to the engine sheds now to see if we can help with another job. Well done. That was a really useful job, collecting and delivering all those important supplies. Your airport certificate is on the wall in my office. Thomas is on the turntable. You can move. Find the missing mail truck. Devious Diesel has hidden the mail truck somewhere on the island. Drive Thomas to find the mail truck and then help sort the mail. Let's find the mail truck. Push the red throttle forward to drive round the island to find it. This junction takes us to the mailbag snag game. We can go towards Elsbridge, the airport station, or Brendam, the harbour station. Change the points to tell me which way to go. Devious Diesel's nowhere in sight. The mail truck's here, hooray! That Fat Controller will be so pleased we found it. If I drive backward onto the other track, I can couple up the truck and drive it away. Now we need to drive to the town and find the delivery bay. Push my throttle to make me go forwards, please. Change the points at this junction if you want to play the Sidings Maze game. We must get to the town station as fast as we can. We're coming to a junction. It goes to Elsbridge. There was a letter at the junction to Elsbridge station. If you want to go that way, stop now and go back to the junction. We're nearly in the town now. This is the junction to Wellsworth, the town station. Use the green action lever to change the points if you want to go off the main track here. This junction goes to the mailbag snag game. Here we are at the town station. Please drive me to the delivery bay. It's down the sidings.
I hope you'll help to sort the mail bags. Use your action lever to move the mail chute over the engine where the mail bag belongs. Then drive the mail truck over the chute and blow your whistle.
Hello, Thomas. You do look tired.
Yes, I am tired. Devious Diesel took the mail truck and I had to drive all round the island to find it.
Well, we're very glad to see you, Thomas. Well done.
Now we can sort all the bags of mail for you to deliver, Percy.
I'm glad you're here, Thomas. I hope you'll help to sort the mail bags. Use your action lever to move the mail chute over the engine where the mail bag belongs. Then drive the mail truck over the chute and blow your whistle. Where's the first bag going?
The first bag is for Caldy Fell, the mountain station. Now one for Elsbridge, the airport station. Brendam, the harbour station. The next bag is for Brendam, the harbour station. The next bag's for Elsbridge, the airport station. Another bag? I don't like delivering mail bags. It's not a job for a splendid red engine like me. The next is for Brendam, the harbour station.
What a great job we're doing.
A mail bag for the airport station.
Great work.
Next one for Elsbridge, the airport station. Another bag? I don't like delivering mail bags. It's not a job for a splendid red engine like me. Brendam, the harbour station next.
Great work.
The next is for Brendam, the harbour station. A mail bag for Caldy Fell, the mountain station. Next bag is for Elsbridge, the airport station. A mail bag for Caldy Fell, the mountain station. This one's for Caldy Fell, the mountain station. And the last bag is for Caldy Fell, the mountain station.
Thank you, Thomas. You've been very useful.
I'm pleased I was able to help. Ready to go, Edward?
Yes, Thomas.
Goodbye, all of you.
Thomas and his driver have worked much harder than us, James. They're the ones who deserve a rest.
What an exciting time we had looking for the lost mail truck. But I'd better go back to the engine sheds now to find another job to do. What an excellent job you've done. You found the mail truck and you helped to sort the mailbags for Percy, Edward and James. Thank you. I've put your mail truck certificate on the wall in my office to drive around the island. All aboard, help get the passengers to their stations. Go this way if you'd like to drive Thomas round the island. You can visit the stations and meet some of his friends and perhaps find more games to play. Go this way if you'd like to drive Thomas around the island. You can visit the stations to meet some of his friends and perhaps find more games to play. This is Culdee Fell, the mountain station. I wonder if any of the other engines are here. If you want to talk to Toby, use the green action lever to change the point and the red throttle to drive me to him.
Oh, Thomas, it's nice to see you. Can you stop for a chat?
No, Toby, I'm much too busy. What's wrong?
I have no work to do, and I like to be busy.
Don't worry, Toby. You're a very useful tram engine, and I'm sure the Fat Controller will find a job for you soon. Goodbye. Now, let's continue our journey around the island. Pull the red throttle, please. If you want to play the Troublesome Trucks game, this tunnel leads to the game where we can round up those troublesome trucks. Pull my whistle to play the game, or use the red throttle to back me up and carry on our journey.
We've run away. Thomas will be so cross.
Where have you...
Don't be cross with us, Thomas. We won't be naughty again.
You troublesome trucks are always naughty. I'm just pleased that I've found all of you.
Oh dear, please don't take me back to work, Thomas.
What?
Oh, Thomas, I'll be good now.
What a troublesome truck you are. You'd better hope the Fat Controller doesn't hear about this.
We want to stay here, Thomas. We like to hide.
Well, trucks, you were very naughty. But it was fun trying to find you.
Hee hee hee. Thomas isn't cross with us.
I'm not cross this time, you troublesome trucks. But I hope you won't run away again. Would you like to try again? Set the points using the green action lever and drive me to the tunnel. Or we can continue on our journey by pushing my red throttle forwards. We're coming to a junction. It goes to Elsbridge, the airport station. This junction goes to the Sidings Maze game. This is Elsbridge Station. Let's see if there's anyone to talk to today.
Hello, Thomas. I'm waiting for the Fat Controller to give me a job to do. Hello, Thomas. I'm waiting for the Fat Controller to give me a job to do.
What job would you like to do best of all?
I don't mind at all, Thomas. I just like to be out working.
Yes, Edward. So do I. Now, let's continue our journey around the island. Pull the This tunnel leads to the game where we can help find Toby in the maze. Pull my whistle to play the game, or use the red throttle to back me up and carry...
Are you there, Thomas?
That sounds like Toby. Is that you, Toby?
Yes, Thomas, and I'm lost in the sidings.
I'll drive all round the sidings until I find you, Toby, and then we can find our way out together.
Thank you, Thomas, but you will hurry, won't you? I don't like being lost.
I'll come as fast as I can, Toby. Don't worry. Whistle, please. Hooray! We're almost out now, Toby.
What a help you've been, Thomas. I didn't like being lost at all.
Well done. We rescued Toby from the maze. If you'd like to print this certificate, you can find it on the wall in the Fat Controller's office. That was fun. If you'd like to play the game again, use the green action lever to set the points and drive me into the tunnel. Or, if you would like to carry on exploring, just push the red throttle. There's a sign, it's a surprise. Is that a sign at the side of the track? There's a sign, it's a surprise. There's a sign, it's a surprise. You can see what it is by pulling my whistle. Look there, Cranky the Crane lives at the docks, and when he first arrived at the island, he played tricks on us engines and called us annoying little bugs. But one night there was a terrible storm and Cranky was knocked over. All the engines raced to help him and Cranky was soon standing up again. He promised not to call us bugs again. Is that a sign at the side of the track? It's a surprise. Pull my whistle to see what the secret is. We're near the airport now. Here's the junction to Elsbridge Station. We're nearly in the town now. This is the junction to Wellsworth, the town station. Look there. Some of the big engines like Gordon need to use a turntable to turn around. They have to be very careful to line themselves up properly. I remember James making fun of Gordon, but look what happened when he was on the turntable. It blew round and round and made James quite dizzy. Look, there's a sign at the side of the track. It's a surprise. Pull my whistle to see what happens. This junction takes us to the mailbag snag game. Here we are at Wellsworth, the town station. I hope that one of my friends is here to talk to us. If you want to talk to Percy, use the green action lever to change the points and the red throttle to drive me to him.
Thomas, hello. The Fat Controller's given me a splendid job to do today.
What job is that, Percy?
I'll be pulling the coaches when some very important visitors come to see the island. I'm sure he wouldn't give such a special job to a little blue engine like you, Thomas.
I don't mind at all, Percy. I'm having a very busy day and I'm being a really useful engine. Goodbye. Now, let's continue our journey around the island. Pull the red throttle, please. This tunnel leads to the game where we can stop Devious Diesel throwing the mailbags. Pull my whistle to play the game or use the red throttle.
Are you trying to catch me, Thomas? You can't do it, you know.
I'm not trying to catch you, Devious Diesel. But you shouldn't be throwing the mailbags around like that.
Well, you can have them, Thomas. All you have to do is pick them up.
I'd better follow him. When I go past a mailbag, I'll just whistle to pick it up. Let's go.
Oh no! Thomas has got another bag. Time to drop another bag. Whee! That's another bag for Thomas.
You're very good at this. We've got 4 bags now.
Oh no! Thomas has got another bag.
Just 1 more bag, that's all we need. That was hard, wasn't it? I'm so glad we managed to pick up all the mailbags.
You couldn't catch me. You've only got the bags because I threw them out.
Yes, Devious Diesel, you're a very fast engine and we didn't catch you, but we collected all the mailbags and that's a very useful job. Well done! We collected all the mailbags. If you'd like to print this certificate, you can find it on the wall in the Fat Controller's office. That was fun! If you'd like to play the game again, use the green action lever to set the points and drive me into the tunnel. Or, if you would like to carry on exploring, here we are at Wellsworth, the town station. Now, let's continue our journey around the island. Pull the red throttle, please. We can go towards Elsbridge, the airport station, or Brendam, the harbour station. Change the points to tell me which way to go. This is the junction to Brendam, the harbour station. Change the points here if you want us to race Bertie. This is Brendam, the harbour station. Let's see if any of my friends are here. To talk to Devious Diesel, use the green action lever to change the points and the red throttle to drive me to him.
Now who's this? Oh, it's only Thomas. Just a little tank engine.
That's not very polite, Diesel. I'm sure I'm a better engine than you. Let's have a race to prove it.
Ha! I can beat you anytime, Thomas. But I can't be bothered today.
You're just lazy, Diesel, and you're afraid I'll win. But never mind, I've got better things to do than race you. I'm having a very busy day. Goodbye, Diesel. Now, let's continue our journey around the island. Pull the red throttle, please. This tunnel leads to a game where we can race with Bertie. Pull my whistle to play the game, or use the red throttle to back me up and carry on our journey.
I'm glad I'm a bus. I wouldn't like to run on a track all the time. Wouldn't you rather be on the road, Thomas?
Oh no, Bertie. The rail's much faster than the road.
Let's see if you're right, Thomas. Shall we have a race?
Yes, let's race to the station. I'm sure I'll be there first.
And I'm sure you won't, Thomas. When shall we start?
We can start just as soon as my driver pulls my whistle, Bertie.
Just see how fast I am. You'll never win, Thomas. I know I can win. I can't believe it. Thomas is going faster than I am. Buses are faster than steam engines. I'm sure they are. Buses are faster than steam engines. I'm sure they are. I know I can win. I know I can win. Look at me, Thomas. I'm going to win. I know I can win. Oh dear, Thomas is ahead. I'll have to go faster. Poor little Thomas. He can't go as fast as I can. You raced very fast, didn't you, Thomas?
Yes, I did, Bertie. And I beat you. Hooray!
You certainly beat me this time, Thomas.
Never mind, Bertie. Let's race again another day, so you'll have another chance to beat me. Well done. We won the race with Bertie. If you'd like to print this certificate, you can find it on the wall in the Fat Controller's office. That was fun. If you'd like to play the game again, use the green action lever to set the points and drive me into the tunnel. Or, if you would like to carry on exploring, just push the red throttle. This is the junction to Brendam, the harbour station. Is everything all right, Thomas? Go this way if you'd like to drive Thomas around the island. You can visit the stations to meet some of his friends and perhaps find more games to play. Look, there's a sign at the side of the track. I remember when I first met Bertie the bus, we had a race. Bertie tried very hard and he almost beat me, but he had to stop at crossings and signals. I won the race and showed him that steam engines are much faster than buses. I wonder if he'd like to race again sometime. Look, there's a sign at the side of the track. It's a surprise. Pull my whistle to see what happens. We're coming to Culdefell Station Junction. We're near the airport now. Here's the junction to Elsbridge Station. There's a sign, it's a surprise. Cranky the Crane lives at the docks, and when he first arrived at the island, he played tricks on us engines and called us annoying little bugs. But one night there was a terrible storm and Cranky was knocked over. All the engines raced to help him and Cranky was soon standing up again. He promised not to call us bugs again. There's a sign, it's a surprise. You can see what it is by pulling my whistle. Stop and change the points if you want me to go to the town. Wellsworth Station. Look, there's a sign at the side of the track. It's a surprise. Pull my whistle to see what happens. Stop and change the points if you want me to go to the town. Wellsworth Station. Look, there's a sign at the... I remember when Percy had some trouble at the quarry. The trucks were being silly, and he pushed them too hard into the mine. The crash started a landslide and Percy was buried underneath the rocks. But luckily, he was soon rescued. Is that a sign at the side of the track? It's a surprise. Pull my whistle to see what the secret is. This is the junction to Brendam, the harbour station. This is the junction to Brendam, the harbour station. Back here already, Thomas? Have you finished all your work? No, sir, I have lots to do. You drive around the island. Drive Thomas this way if you'd like to go to my office to print pictures and certificates. It's a landslide. My book of pictures. Pull Thomas's whistle if you'd like to see or print the pictures in my book. Use the green action lever to choose one of Thomas's adventures, then use the red throttle to choose a picture. Thomas helps Bertie. If you'd like to print it, pull Thomas helps at the landslide. Thomas helps at the landslide. Thomas helps to sort the mail. Thomas helps his friends at the airport. If you'd like to print this, pull Thomas. If you'd like, pull Thomas. If you'd, don't pull Thomas's whistle. Thomas helps at the landslide. If you'd like to, pull Thomas. If you'd like, pull Thomas's whistle. If you'd like to go back to my office, track down Toby. Well done for tracking down Toby. If you'd like to print this, don't print it. It's a landslide. Well done for helping Harold to repair the landslide. Important. Well done for collecting important supplies and delivering them to the airport. All aboard. Well done for helping to get Bertie's passengers all aboard and taking them to the right stations. The Great Race. Well done for taking part in the Great Race with Bertie. Don't mailbag snag. Well done for following Devious Diesel and collecting all the mailbags. Don't the troublesome. Well done for rounding up the trouble. Don't print it. The missing mail truck. Well done for finding the missing mail truck and delivering the mail. If you'd like to print this, use the action lever to choose thumbs up. If you don't want to print it, choose thumbs down to no, don't print it. To go back to the engine sheds, pull Thomas's whistle. Stop driving Thomas. Yes, I do. My, wasn't that a busy day? You and Thomas have worked very hard. Thank you very much for all your help. You've been really useful. I do hope that you will come and help drive Thomas again. Goodbye.